Here we go. Welcome to Daniel's Basic Wealth Conjuring Primer. Now, I want to preface by saying that there are any number of methods and techniques, really only limited by your will and imagination. And with that, I encourage each of you to take what I say and tweak it to your circumstance and liking, as I wish you to do with all magic. Now, we must bring forth material abundance. Within the Academy Discord server, I will list a procedure to conjure forth a temporary astral pyramid of earthly energies. And in doing so, you can quite easily bring forth extravagant material wealth quickly, or keep financial stability to curb any impoverishment. And the best part is that no tools or items are required. Your willpower and the instructions that are written are all it takes to really bring it forth and in working manner. Not only is it near priceless in value, but also more than I have time to explain currently. In fundamentals, it calls forth the essences of the element of earth, strengthened by words of power. It takes less than 10 minutes, although I encourage you to take your time and construct the pyramid strongly. Although it is a temporary construct for practicality, you can certainly house it within some object or totem and keep it as a physical representation of what you had called forth. And this can be done with planetary energies, other elements, mixes of the both, and really anything you can think of. As imagination is often only the true limitation. But for this quick primer, I will list, a cheap yet effective thing that can be done to bring about financial gain. If you have a powerful will and can easily construct the pyramids, using even these basic tool-based methods will bring, amazing results, especially if combined within the pyramid. The simplest tool and one I recommend highly is usually very cheap and expendable is the green candle. Green, not only for its shared resemblance of, United States dollars, but for its earthen associations, that which involves the bounty of the earth, all of its physical material that makes up what it is, the harvest and the reaping, as such as the cycle and the growth. Simply take the green candle and flame yourself with the deep intention and light it as such. Use the candle as fuel for your flames of prosperity, wealth, and abundance. Become passionately concentrated and feel the flow. Once you feel sated, as if you've taken all of this energy within you and amplified it through the candle and sent it out as a blast of energy, you may blow out the candle and reserve it for future wealth workings. Um, just inhale the smoke and say, "My will be done," as a conclusion. For the more advanced Academy sorcerers, there will be a time when you learn to use alchemical magic, and in doing so, can easily separate the essences from the source of things. Ergo, you can utilize the powers of entities, angelic or demonic, or anywhere in between, without dealing with the intelligence of such, meaning you have no dues or debts to pay while you behold the powers of the spirit backed by your own power and will. You can easily imagine how this would be a very effective method of wealth conjuring because a limitless amount of entities bring such forth. With bringing forth the with bringing forth a solar pyramid filled with the energies of the sun, I brought forth a new era of wealth, prosperity, harmony, and beauty in life, which are some of the energies that the sun beholds. A few days after, my girlfriend made almost double what we had been expecting, and I received an offer for a roughly $4 raise in exchange for a different schedule, from about 16 an hour to up to 20.50 an hour, with zero upkeep as I work my shifts indoors. For the state I live in, that amount of money for what I do is highly ratioed to the cost of living, with also being, as my job is very easy and enjoyable, I like it. Another is simply reaping what you have sown, even symbolically or sympathetically. It's valuable. I was toying around with a video game where I had 9 figures of wealth in, and I sent one of my creations to reap what I had sown, just as a little pet project, a test, an experiment. And the next day, I was approached with the offer of a part-time owner in a franchise with a close friend. I accepted, and in the next few years, we plan on bringing it about. I don't mark these events as coincidences, more so cause and effect. within, days of these procedures being worked, without any tools or items, using only myself, I have secured that long-term abundance and eliminated that financial fear, both with the security of the job I have and its heavily increased pay, and the future prospect of owning a franchise within the same company I work for. This isn't the sale of snake oil. Objects and tools aren't required, but they are, of course, beneficial, although unnecessary. For the aforementioned candle working, any green candle from any place will do. Even the color isn't required, although very useful in the visualization and therefore project itself. Because if you cannot imagine or visualize, um, it's not going to work. It's going to be much more difficult, and it's not going to be easy. Within the academy and with the help of Brian, I'm greatly appreciative and filled with such gratitude, which is why I offer this primer. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to experiment and try it out for yourself. If you have a specific scenario in mind, play it out. It's generally more effective to give these things more room to swim rather than restricting it to specific scenarios, but certain circumstances dictate certain circumstances. Play around with it and suit it to your own needs. Once again, I'm Daniel. I've been with the Academy since January 24th of this year. So roughly 8 months. Here we are.
Thank you so much,
And
Daniel. Congratulations, and such a wonderful lesson. Wonderful spell, and congratulations on your manifestation, man. You have absolutely outdone yourself this time.
Thank you.
Congratulations, bro. And thank you for your submission for our community. I can't wait to see what the people say. So be sure to comment below, and we'll be in touch. Stay safe, everybody.